Hi and welcome back to the channel. Today we will be discussing Trump's big beautiful bill and what it means for you. So, President Trump's one big beautiful bill just became law. Some people are calling it a game changer for taxpayers. Others, they're warning it's going to blow a hole in the budget. Here's the big question. Who really wins? And who's going to get left behind? If you're wondering what this means for you, your family, your taxes, and even your kids, stick around. I'm breaking it all down in plain English so you can see how this massive law might hit your wallet. All right, let's start with the big headline. Those Trump tax cuts from 2017, the ones you've probably heard about a million times, they were set to expire soon. This new law extends them, giving many Americans at least a few more years of lower taxes. Sounds great, right? Well, here's where things get complicated. To make room for those tax cuts, the government is pulling money from programs like Medicaid and SNAP, the program formerly known as food stamps. So while some families will feel relief, others, especially those relying on these programs, could feel the pinch. And even with those cuts, this bill doesn't balance out. It's expected to add hundreds of billions of dollars to the national debt over time. So, yeah, there's some give and take here. Now let's talk about one of the flashiest parts of this bill, the so-called Trump accounts. If you're planning to have a baby soon, listen up. For every child born between 2025 and 2028, the government is giving families a $1,000 baby bond. Here's how it works. The money goes into a special investment account. It grows in a low-cost index fund until your child turns 18. At 18, they can use half of it for college, job training, or even a down payment on their first home. At 25, they get access to the rest. Sounds like free money, right? But here's what you need to know. This isn't as tax-friendly as a 529 college savings plan, and it's not a permanent program. It's funded for just 3 years, and it's basically being paid for with borrowed money. Interestingly, a lot of CEOs and investment firms love this idea. Why? Because they're the ones managing those funds and earning fees along the way. So if you're doing any family planning, this might be something to factor in. Now let's bring it back to middle-class families. What's in it for you? If you earn tips at work, you can now deduct some of that income on your taxes. Work a lot of overtime? There's a deduction for that too. Homeowners in high-tax states just got a big win. The SALT deduction cap went from $10,000 all the way up to $40,000. If you've got a car loan, you can write off up to $10,000 in interest. And if you're 65 or older, there's a $6,000 bonus deduction for the next few years. Sounds pretty good, right? But here's the fine print. Most of these perks are temporary. They'll run from 2025 through 2028. And then they're gone, unless a future administration decides to extend them. So, if you're going to benefit, you'll need to plan ahead and take full advantage while they're here. Now, here's the thing about laws like this. They're huge. This one's nearly 900 pages long. There are dozens of smaller changes tucked away in there. Some could save you money, others might cost you. But the real impact will hit next tax season. That's when people will file their taxes and realize what's changed, and whether they're coming out ahead or behind. If you don't know about these new rules, you could miss out. So it's worth staying informed and talking to a tax professional if you're not sure how this affects you. So here's the bottom line. Some families will get major tax relief. Others, especially those who depend on government programs, might feel the squeeze. And in the long run, adding all this debt could mean higher taxes or fewer benefits for everyone. So what do you think? Is this bill a smart move for America, or is it just kicking the can down the road? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear your take. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.